Hey. What are you, 16? 17?
Seeing the man with ill intentions approaching, the girl rushed into the store to find her father John, a special forces soldier who was shopping at the time. As dusk was falling, John asked the shop owner if there were any hotels nearby. Unfortunately, the woman explained that due to the remote location, there wasn't a single hotel for miles around. However, the owner then recommended a suitable camping spot to John and thoughtfully drew him a simple map. When the girl returned, still visibly frightened, she urged her father to leave immediately. Little did they know they had already walked straight into a trap.
Call Stanley.
And this father-daughter duo weren't the first victims to venture here. Several months earlier, a young couple had been directed by the same shop owner to camp by the lake. Just as they were about to get intimate, several strangers slowly approached them, each wielding a weapon. The boyfriend stepped forward to confront them, but they immediately raised their weapons. Two more people appeared behind the girlfriend and pinned her to the ground. Her boyfriend tried to rescue her, but they gave him no chance. Watching her boyfriend collapse to the ground after being shot with an arrow, Kelly was devastated. She was then forcibly dragged away from the scene. Of course, John and his daughter Amy knew none of this. They soon arrived at the 1-mile campsite marked on the map. The desolate forest path looked like it hadn't been traveled in ages, but this raised no suspicion whatsoever from the father and daughter. After setting up their tent, they went to gather dry branches for a fire. Suddenly, a strange noise caught their attention. Following the sound, they spotted what appeared to be a figure hiding in the shadows. John called out a greeting.
Hello? We see you.
Oh, I can see you too.
But the person's bizarre laughter made them both uneasy. Then another figure emerged from the opposite direction, running toward them. Not wanting trouble, John grabbed Amy and they hurried back toward their car. But the strangers didn't chase them. Instead, one pulled out a walkie-talkie. Clearly, they had accomplices. When they returned to the campsite, they discovered their car had been stolen. Moments later, two men suddenly appeared and tried to forcibly take Amy away. This finally triggered John's special forces instincts. He took both men down in seconds. Seeing someone shooting arrows at them, John quickly pulled Amy deeper into the forest. The father and daughter found a hollow tree and quickly hid inside. Amy accidentally discovered a severely decomposed corpse nearby and nearly screamed out loud. At that moment, the attackers were searching the area around them. Only after they moved away did the two emerge from the hollow. Before long, they came across an abandoned railway track. They immediately followed the tracks forward. Though they didn't know where it led, there had to be an exit somewhere ahead. Soon, they spotted an abandoned RV. John decided to check if there were any useful supplies inside. After carefully observing the area and confirming no one was inside, he cautiously opened the door. Instantly, all the attackers launched an assault on John. He fought with everything he had and took down several of them. But then a massive man came at him, and this fight proved significantly more difficult. However, John quickly thought of a solution. As his opponent charged again, John seized the opportunity to pull out the wooden block holding the RV's wheels in place. The vehicle began sliding toward them. At the last moment, John broke free and jumped onto the roof, then fled with Amy. Unfortunately, Amy tripped on a branch and twisted her ankle. As darkness fell, the father and daughter had no choice but to hide in a crevice between rocks for the night. Early the next morning, Amy went to find a place to relieve herself. She hadn't gone far when she spotted the group of attackers. Discovered, she fled in panic, unaware that John had also been targeted by a killer. They fought once more, but one-on-one, no one was a match for John. The two temporarily escaped the encirclement, but in their panicked flight, they ended up at the edge of a cliff. Left with no choice, they gritted their teeth and jumped. However, there were simply too many pursuers. The girl was captured the moment she swam ashore. The mastermind finally appeared before them, his firearm instantly forcing John to stop struggling.
That's enough.
The girl was taken away while the unconscious John was thrown into the water. Everyone assumed John was certainly dead, but they underestimated his formidable resilience. Meanwhile, the girl had been locked up. Before long, another young woman appeared. Heavily pregnant, she brought Amy food and advised her to stay quiet, knowing there was no escape from this place. But Amy showed no gratitude. Her noise attracted the leader's attention. He told Amy that she would come to like it here soon enough. But Amy had clearly inherited her father's hot temper. She attacked him directly, then bolted through the door. Seeing this, his subordinates started to give chase, but the leader stopped them. He knew that only when she felt truly hopeless would she completely submit in the days to come. Of course, the reason he wasn't worried about the girl escaping was because